I don't think I've designed this moving bed properly, so I'm gonna change it the way, well, what's gonna hold basically. So at the bottom, remember the inlet, easy pod, it goes down into the container. Now we put two big air stones like that, so there's enough air, and the outlet to the pond goes over there. But what I had done was I built like a pipe, small pipe at the bottom with holes, small pipe, pipe here with holes everywhere, and that immediately went up, and I thought that's not good, that's going to flood. So I've changed my mind. This is not going to hold the moving bed anymore. This is going to hold what I had purchased from Mountain Tree. Bacteria, Lotus Root. So this is the XL version, large version, and I'm going to put that in there. I know you can put the labels in, but to me that's ink, that's paper, I don't want it in. I'm going to leave the cage there because that helps to hold the bacteria. Sorry about the state of my hands, yeah, disgusting, still working. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. So it's very difficult to find a Mountain Tree rep in England. The only one was Quinnicoy, who's still selling the 3D spiral mat. They're really good. You've probably seen them in James's video in the past. And you've also seen this because he's been using it. But now they are not selling it separately, so they're selling it with a shower. So very difficult to get. So the easiest way for me to get some was from Italy, because I've got some friends in Italy, and I found that guy who's called it's got a society called iKoi, it's Italy Koi, one of the biggest rep in Italy. So he does some stuff for Mountain Tree. Managed to get some from him. Wasn't very easy because of Brexit. It was the first time he was doing some stuff as well for England, so paperwork, but we got there. Of course, he got stopped a little bit at the customs for a while, but I had to pay some tax, but never mind, I passed all the details. So Mountain Tree media, I'm a big advocate for media. I've done a lot of research, countless of research, and I have to say, out of the whole lot, obviously Momentaro media, which is for shower, right? There's a massive difference between the media and that kind of media. The Momentaro is the best one, obviously, for the showers, followed by the Kano from Aquasource and the Cheguire, which I'm using now. This kind of media you can use in the shower, but if you use it in the shower, you are supposed to use the spiral mat at the top. First, it acts like as a sort of a barrier protection, so it never crumbles, but also cleans the material first. So doesn't mean that you have to clean the spiral, it just means that it protects the splashing, heavy splashing on this. They also diffuse, if it's the right word in English, diffuse the water better. So instead of hammering in one spot, depending on how you placed your media in your shower, this is going to diffuse the water and make it equal pressure everywhere within your shower. If you don't want to use that in your shower and you want to use something else, it's absolutely fine, obviously. This is best submersible. It's the submersible media. It's renowned for that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using in what was supposed to be my moving bed for the K1 Plus but I'm gonna be using this now in there. So I'm gonna go one by one and see how it goes. I want to go slowly, obviously, because I don't want to flood the and the reason why I've changed my mind, obviously, is because the way I designed it. I designed this bed not very well, really. It's not appropriate for a moving bed, because now I've got to put a cage at the bottom, which I didn't think about. I've got to put a cage here, which I've built, instead of a cage, what I've done is I've put a massive tube with loads and loads of holes, and that flooded immediately. So changed my mind on that. I'm going to put this media in there, and then I will put a moving bed somewhere else, probably coming out of the easy pod still, and here, coming here. So it will be split between this and the moving bed. Still want a moving bed, because for me the moving bed is the best to get rid of your breakdown of your ammonia, even better, but also to gas off and break your nitrite, and then gas off your nitrate, which normally gases off by itself anyway. But this is what I'm going to be doing. So I purchased 12. If you are interested, if you need some and you can't get hold of any, please let me know, and I can get it for you from Italy. Otherwise, there's the rep for Mountain Tree used in Germany. I've got all the tariff. I can put you in touch with him. Yeah, so Mountain Tree stuff for me. I am a big fan. I'm a big fan of their media. I like their submersible media. I like the way they worked on that. I like the spiral mat. I really like what they've done. I like their approach on it. And I do like their skimmer, although the skimmer I'm not going to fit. It's probably not the best way to fit it. But if I had been brave enough, I would have been going through the sleepers. But I wasn't brave enough, so I didn't. But I found the way. There's a guy in America who's done what I'm going to be doing. I did think about it, and I watched his video. I'm going to be very, very similar to him. So that will be for what's on the Tempest side. So there you go. We'll see how this gets on. That's lunch for the koi, although I do eat that. So always her first. Where is this new chag? I'm sorry, but the glare is difficult. Ah, here she comes. Here she comes. That's the new one. No, not on the left. This one in the glare, obviously. She's never had mussels before, so we'll see how she reacts to that. So I've just installed the return from the sort of moving bed. So instead of having a straight pipe, I put an elbow, and as I explained in my previous video, I did a midway return with a T and a reducer. And then, I don't know if you can see right at the bottom, that is just gonna push the water towards the bottom drain, the retro bottom drain. So I've tested it. I put a tiny bit of Koi Master's Advantage, tiny bit, just to see it, and it does come out, so that's really good. It doesn't reduce the flow from the outlet, from the moving bed, so pretty chuffed with that. Finally removed the pressure filter that was in place until now, just to see how the EasyPod would run. So I've now removed it. So the whole system is now running on the EasyPod, on that aeration bed. I'm not going to call it moving bed. And obviously Tempest going into the shower. Now the only thing I haven't got at the moment is UV. So I've got this one, which is an 18 watt UV, but I've had a slight leak, which is now finally, I think the CT1 has now cured and it's much better. So I'm gonna check in 2 or 3 days time. I'm gonna check if there is any water in that system, which is what I was concerned about. If anything, I've bought a 25 watt UV, which I'm gonna install as well. So there's 2 ways of installing it on this system. So it's either gonna be on this or over there, but it's fixing it, so I'm not too sure yet. I've got yet to decide. So anyway, what I'm preparing now, or was preparing now, was the Koi Masters Advantage, which I tend to put about every 10 days. I used to use Mediclay, 1 week Mediclay, 1 week Koi Masters Advantage, but what I noticed is that the Mediclay was pushing my pH to 8 to 8.5, which in my opinion is a little bit too high. So I stopped using it about a month ago, and I only use the Koi Masters Advantage. My pH is now 7.5, just under 7.2 exactly. So there you go. So I'm going to be putting that in. The thing with the Koi Masters Advantage is that it's not a clay. A lot of people who have been using clay have noticed that it was irritating the koi gills. That's another reason why I'm not using it anymore. So because of my new system, I've got to find another way. I used to just pour it down in the pond directly, in the little pond, but now I'm putting it directly towards the outlet of the moving bed. So it doesn't even mix with the water, which is great. It goes straight in there. And is being pushed by the well, you can't even see anymore, by the bottom of the outlet that I was talking about earlier. That's the fish gone now for at least 24 hours, but there you go. So I'm just going to put in now the I've washed off the soil from the Mind Your Own Business plant, which I'm going to be putting over there. This is how I bought this plant. Funny name, Mind Your Own Business. So they came in a pot, and what I've done is I've removed the earth, and I haven't got a clue if it's the right way to do it. Removed all the earth, cleaned them all out. Obviously this one is not needed now, but I'm going to plant it somewhere else. So yeah, I've removed all the earth, cleaned it all, and planted it over there. So don't know if it's the right way to do it. Marek, if you are watching, can you please let me know if it was the right thing to do? So what I've done is I've put all the roots in there, so without the soil, I don't know if you can see, it's directly in touching the water. and it's now dangling there. But I'm not too sure if I was supposed to put a like filter floss, wrap the roots with filter floss. Please let me know if you're watching. It's quite cool actually. I quite like it. It will look quite nice. If I didn't have a lid there on the top, I would definitely put another layer, but yeah, anyway. Koi Master's advantage. No fish. I only saw the new chag. You can see the new chag every now and again coming out. The wind is terrible today. So yeah, you've seen the new chag is right there, coming up. But yeah, can't see the fish for 24 hours. So today is Tuesday, and yesterday I started doing the cuppings. So I've been using some wood again. So I've done all there, done over there, all the way around. I finished the underneath the shower there. I've just been cutting the long one here, and the one that's gonna come from in the filter house. So I've been using that paint that I was talking about the other day. I will be hiding the screws, but been using that P2. It's like a stain. It's really much like ink, very liquid. I'm really happy with it. It's really deep black, and there's like a little sheen on it. It's like it's slightly shiny. I've been splashing water on it to see what it was like, and the water really runs on it. So far so good. Pretty happy with that. And there you go. The Koi Master's Advantage started to dissolve everywhere. And there you go. I think that's it for now. Fish have just been fed, and I'm doing a partial water change again. Only I've just cleaned the pod, so I'm putting the 80 liters back. There you go. It's coming along nicely now that the filter system is in place. I feel like I'm not in a rush anymore. I don't feel like, as Koi Run said the other day, it's not a marathon anymore. I can now do a bit every day because I'm back at work. But yeah, overall it's coming along nicely. Obviously I can't wait until it's all finished, but it's a long way off now. I still have to do, you know, the here I'm going to put some wood for the wind chill, and as somebody was saying over there as well. And I've got a good idea of what to do here from the filter house. Tomorrow I should have a delivery for the rest of the wood for the filter house. So pretty chuffed for that.